What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, day three with the Asus ROG Ally. So, like I promised in my last video, I'll go through the comments, see some questions, and I'll try to answer them as best I could. So, I only saw a few questions. If I missed your question, just go ahead, leave a comment, and this one as well. Hopefully, I'll get to it. Okay. So, first question I saw was, do I need an Xbox to use this console? The answer to that is no. You do not need an Xbox to play do I need an Xbox to play Xbox games on this? The answer to that is no. All you need is a Game Pass PC or Game Pass Ultimate subscription, whichever one you choose. If you only have this, and a Game Pass PC should be more than enough, and that's only going to cost you $10 a month, if I'm not mistaken, at the time of recording this video. And what Game Pass gives you, I have Game Pass Ultimate, so you're about to see what Game Pass Ultimate looks like. What Game Pass gives you is, oh, so sorry. On this device, it gives you the option to play on the cloud, right here with cloud gaming, or it gives you the option to download games. Like I have Atomic Heart downloaded from Game Pass, and directly on the device, and you could play it that way. And you do not need an Xbox. This is not, I repeat, this is not what's it called, remote play. That's not what it's doing. So if I was to show you my son right now, Juju is playing Gotham Knights on the Xbox Series X, and if I wanted to play a Game Pass game, I should be able to hop in, no problem, because this is technically the PC version of it. So let's see. Let's try it out. Let's see if it kicks me out, because he is playing under my account, so I don't know if I could play both. But to answer the question, no, you do not need an Xbox. It'll just work just like this. Okay. The second question that I got was from my boy Harold. Harold said, Doc, can you suspend a game and turn it off the same way you do with the Nintendo Switch? So I'll show you exactly what he meant with the Nintendo Switch. So let me grab my Nintendo Switch. I actually have it in my backpack. So here's my Nintendo Switch. While this game is loading up, I will show you. Okay. I pulled my Nintendo Switch right out of the case. I turn it on. And as soon as I turn it on, I'm in the game. See? Okay, and then if I turn it off, it's off. And then when I turn it back on, it's right back on. Okay? So, my boy Harold wants to know if you could do the same thing with this. I don't know. I'm about to test it out right now, Harold. I want you guys to pay attention to this real quick. Because I haven't touched any of the controls right now, it thinks I'm playing this on a PC, so it's got the space bar. But as soon as I move something on the pad, it automatically detects it, and then I'm good. I saw some people complaining about that, saying that it wasn't detecting it for them. I don't know if it was a software issue, but I haven't had that problem at all. Speaking about software issue, it had another software update last night, and I'm just like, wow, the amount of update this thing has is just ridiculous. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump into a game real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and then hop back in and see if that works, Harold. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then I had one more question which I could answer right now. The last question I had was, would I recommend this for someone with big hands? Yes, it's this probably works better for people with big hands versus people with small hands. Juju has played with it, and he was fine, but he's definitely moving his hands up and down to try to hold it right and get to the buttons. One of the I don't want to say it's a disadvantage, because I actually like the offset sticks, but one of the advantages, I guess, of Steam Deck that people were saying is that it feels nice to have both sticks on the same level or whatever. For me, I'm used to playing like this with the Xbox controller and everything, so it doesn't bother me. But let's go ahead and see what if I suspend this, if it'll actually thing. Atomic Heart. I had a small little stutter right there. I don't know if you guys saw it. For some people, it's been crashing and everything like that. And they've been having software issues and all that other stuff. Just giving you a fair warning. For me, my experience has been pretty good. Um, every once in a while, I'll have like the game stutter, and this is what I mainly play, but nothing too crazy. And it's never crashed on me or anything like that. I still could tell like some things are still a little bit finicky. So I'll give you an example. Sometimes I'll press these buttons here and they're not that responsive. These buttons, these two buttons down here, not the start and select button, but the armor crate button and the whatever, and this button, the command center. Obviously, if I'm doing it not on camera, it's gonna work flawlessly, right? Of course it is. But there's been times where I've pressed it and it's taken a while to actually pop up. Again, new hardware, new software. We know if you purchase this, you know that you're just pretty much being the guinea pigs for this, which is a pretty expensive experiment if you want me to be honest. The on and off button. This is probably the button that has been the most finicky for me, and it's on the third day. It doesn't respond every single time I press it, but let's of course, on camera is going to be perfect. Okay, so Harold, I'm going to go ahead, turn it on, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll answer that question right now. Okay, so again, it's a PC, so it's going to look like a PC, right? Okay. Okay, I guess so. I guess you can. Wow. Honestly, though, Harold, I don't know why would you. I don't know anyone that would do something like that. But let's say I did this and then I wanted to go to a different window. Let's say I wanted to go to, I don't know, back to Game Pass or whatever. And then I turned it off. Now let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, it's a little bit slower though. Oh, now it wants me to use a. Why does it want me to use a thing? That's weird. Again, a little bit finicky. Now the doing that was a little bit weird, but I don't know in what situation you would do that, Harold. Especially with this thing, you're probably gonna try to save battery life. I definitely wouldn't recommend it. So I came home today and same thing. Had a really busy day at work, and I couldn't wait to play it. I couldn't wait to turn it on and play it. Sat on the couch, and it was at 95% charge when I grabbed it, and I played Atomic Heart. Right, this is the same game that I've been playing on this thing. Again, I do not feel like I'm compromised on the experience. It looks amazing, feels amazing, runs smooth, whatever. And I was playing in an outside area, and I'm fighting this giant robot that looks like a ball, and I'm having a blast playing with this thing, right? And robot whooped me a few times, but it's all right. Finally got to beat it, whatever. And then by the time I got to beat it, I got this little message that popped up, and it told me I was at 5% battery life. That area that I played was an outside area. I don't know if it took more power or why, but yesterday when I played, I was able to get 2.5 hours of gameplay, and then the thing, gave me that warning. Today when I played, I only got an hour and a half before it went down. Okay, and same thing. I'm always playing on 30 watts. Yeah, with the or 25 watts on turbo mode. I'm only playing this on turbo mode. Something else that I noticed today that I didn't notice the other 2 days, and I'm not sure if I don't think it's something new because both joysticks do it. But if you grab the joysticks and you go around like this, at some point, if there's somebody else out there that has one of these, please let me know. At some point, you can feel as if there's like a weird little click. Now you could tell it's not mechanical. You could tell that it's from the plastic of the Joy-Cons. There's something that's hitting these rings at specific angles or whatever. You could just feel a slight little click. Nothing crazy, doesn't change gameplay, doesn't do any of that. But I just feel like I need to mention it because, again, a very expensive product. It's not like this controller where if I move this, it's sliding perfect. Another thing that I noticed too, I don't know if any reviewers are going to talk about this, is that inside these rings, let me see if I can bring this close real quick. Inside these rings, if I go like, I don't know if you guys could try to see, can you guys see inside? You guys see, you see, you got, yep, I know you can see it. You see how you can see inside right there? You see how you can see inside right there? You see that? You guys see that, right? That causes me a little bit of concern because you're going to be playing this sometimes outside, or by outside I mean like not in your house, or even if you are playing this in your house, there's a possibility if this is going to be open like that. Again, I'll show you again. I know you can see it, right? Can you see it? You guys see how you can see inside the console almost? If you can actually see that, then dust could definitely get in there. And I'm just thinking about longevity of this thing. So that was probably maybe a design flaw that I see when it comes to this. But again, it's only day 3 and everything is working flawless, so I cannot complain. I also downloaded Gotham Knights on here, which I know was a pretty difficult game to run for this generation. That's why they dropped it at 30 frames per second on console. But I want to show you guys what that looks like on this, if y'all don't mind. Again, I'm launching it on Steam. I don't feel like using big picture mode. I'm okay using it like this. It doesn't really bother me. I'm over the fact already that I gotta touch the screen. When I'm playing the game, I can't see all my fingerprints and everything. I can only see it when I'm not actually playing the game. Like when the system is off and it bothers me and I gotta use a microcloth to clean it and all that other stuff. But while I'm actually playing the game, it doesn't bother me. Now, remember what I told you guys. If you want to see how many frames per second you're getting on this thing, this is not the channel for you to come to, okay? I am done with that frames per second battle. All I care about is the game smooth. This is something that ISO Motion Gaming actually taught me when I was playing on his Steam Deck. He had all his games set to 45 frames per second and they ran incredibly smooth. So for these games, I'm not exactly sure what I'm getting, especially this game, since I know that this game is pretty heavy. But I don't know if you guys can see. I am recording my camera at 60. Okay, so right now, I don't know what this is running at, but I'll tell you right now, it does not feel like 30. And this is a handheld. This is a difficult game to play and everything, right? And yeah, it's running the game very beautiful. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do in this game. I gotta actually start this game from the beginning. You ever start a game and like you don't really pay attention to it? You just like wanted to see like what was the big deal, why they said it couldn't run or whatever. So for those of you that thought I hated on Gotham Knights, which I did, I talked a lot of trash about Gotham Knights. I purchased the game twice. I have the game on the Xbox Series X, and I have the game on Steam as well. I did it to see if my 1660 Ti laptop ran the game better, and I can tell you right now that this runs the game better than my 1660 Ti laptop, which to me is it's insane, but it is what it is. I guess this is kind of like Spider-Man, huh? I didn't even realize this guy grapples like this. If I keep doing this, I'm just gonna keep playing, so that's gonna be a problem. But I'm just trying to show you what this device can do. By the way, he can jump. It's a little God of War inside joke for those of you that follow me. It looks phenomenal, man. Look, it looks phenomenal. This is on a handheld. I am plugged in right now, which gives it the most power. I went ahead and I ordered a dock, but it's not an official Asus ROG Ally dock, which is another problem with this device, is that right now it currently doesn't have a lot of accessory. It doesn't have a lot of accessories, except for like this little stand that it comes with, which I think is hilarious because it's a cardboard case, and me and ISO were making fun of this thing because it is legitimately just a cardboard stand or whatever. But I actually use it a lot. So I make fun of it, but I actually use it a lot. So I think that's very interesting to say the least. Very interesting to say the least. But yeah, there it is, guys. This video obviously is not going to be as long as the other video. It doesn't need to be as long as the other video. I don't think I have anything else to say. Day 3 still, even though I mentioned mostly today the things that were wrong with it, still extremely satisfied with this console. I'm just being critical just because of the price and how expensive this thing is. But if you can afford to pick one up, I highly recommend it. I think the fact that it is Windows, I saw a lot of people complaining that it's Windows. I think the fact that it is Windows is a plus because there's so much that we can already do. Yes, you're going to deal with the updates and all that stuff, but I don't mind the updates, especially if it's going to make it better, which is funny because the last BIOS updates that this thing got apparently made the performance worse, but they're already working on it to fix it. So the next BIOS update should fix that. It made the performance worse, but I haven't seen it different in a game that I've been playing. So again, I'm not trying to make this a 20-minute video or anything like that. This is day 3 with this Asus ROG Ally. I have this for at least 14 days before I finally make the decision as to whether or not I'm going to keep it or return it. This is day 3, and I don't see myself returning it, but I'm going to play it every single day till that day 14th, and we'll go from there. Let me know if you have any questions, please, and I'll make a video. We out. Peace.